so good.
Unless your dinner was ketchup and white bread.
Well, that was not during that time.
When was that?
That was when my mother and I were living together. After all this time, after all the time with my grandmother, and we had already left her house. And sometimes it was pretty tricky there with food.
I found myself getting angry with your mother as I read your book, but then I had to pull back and say your mother might have been mentally ill and undiagnosed.
Well, that never occurred to me during that time. And, I think that's because people didn't talk about that then, We didn't know that much about mental illness. And I don't want to paint this with too strong a brush. She had something called, borderline personality disorder. I've spoken with a therapist who has corroborated my idea. And, she was a good lady in lots of ways, but she didn't have any idea that she was hurting me sometimes in the things that she would say.
Well, she basically blamed you for the death of your younger sister. Your younger sister was 18 months when she died. You were 3 years old. And explain what happened. Well,
my sister, Pat, had pneumonia. And then I got pneumonia and I also got whooping cough. And I gave her whooping cough on top of the pneumonia that she had. Now, my very first therapist said something that was so smart. He said, "Did it ever occur to you that she caught it? That you didn't give it to her? She caught it." And that really helped, because I grew up thinking I was responsible for my sister's death.
Because your mother told you that you were, so that must have really been imprinted on your brain.
Well, it was. And partially, I shouldn't say partially, in a way, it still is. So I sometimes think I don't deserve some of the nice things that have happened for me.
I just want to mention your mother also blamed you for your father leaving because after your younger sister died, the marriage broke up.
Well, she said if my sister hadn't died, he wouldn't have left.